Somebody once every few months, you know what I mean? See the bag that it's over.
We could.
Yes, people, welcome back to Sunday League Settings with myself, Big Fazza. Now, I know there's been fixture cancellations and there hasn't been much football going on this weekend with the passing of Your Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II, but you know, that doesn't stop Mr. SLS from having something in the kitty for ya. So it's only right I bring you action from the VIP versus West Midlands Wanderers game, which took place at the opening weekend of the season. Now, less than me pattying, and let's get straight into the action. Now, it's different to its normal format as I'm normally on the sidelines bringing the action by the dugouts, but massive shout out to the VIP boys for giving me their VO footage, and long may it continue, because at this rate you'll be on SLS every single week. Now, one long ball over the top, helped on by Adam, into the path of Mitchie Mollison, but Shane gets his head on it. Lionel's got that ruler out again, straight as an arrow. Now, centre half Keenan standing over this free kick. You got Ash doing a job at left back today, pulls out wide. Keenan sees him as an option, plays out into him. Mitchie Mollison pulling out to the left, gives it back to Ash, plays it in behind him, and it's picked up there by Zach Harben, plays it into Niall Attenborough. Decent ball over the top into the path of Baker, running down on the keeper, goes and starts it in the back of the onion bag, 1-0 to VIP. Now, decent start to the game, that is by the VIP International boys. 1 shot, 1 goal, and Baker's off the mark for the season. As we get back into the action, Fun's doing a job in midfield today. Tries to play one over to that right-hand side. I believe that's to Kane. Intercepted. Titch plays it out to Zach Harben on his right-hand side, just in front of the camera. Tries to play it down the right-hand side, but it's intercepted there by Ash. Free kick to the VIP boys. Ats is standing over it. Sees the runner Casey Roberts on that left-hand side. Passes it out to him. Casey can't control it. Goes out for a throw-in. Now, ball played into Cody Mullen, who picks it up in the pocket. Spreads it out to this right-hand side with a decent little pass. But Ash is on the end of it. Intercepts it. Ain't doing too bad for a left-back, Ash, I must say. Now, Mate's doing the job and goal for the West Midlands Wanderers boys today, looking for Bristow in the middle of the park. Titch gets his head on it, bounces off Ats, back into Titch. Keenan can't get his foot on it, but clears up in the end because Gorman was sniffing around. Now, I think this potentially goes down as a now you see it, now you don't moment. Now you see it, now you don't. Noted that is by Ash. Plays it into Funds, into this left-hand side to Mitchie Mollison, number 7, who managed to drop the shoulder and skips past Shane. Tries to play it through the gap to Charlie G, who's definitely had one too many beers the night before. Now, speaking to Kev, one of the VIP management team, I did say at their presentation that Ats is one of their better footballing players because he's got an eye for a pass just like that when he tries to play through to Gorman. Just a shame that Mace wanted it and was off his line early. Now I think I can get used to Ash doing his job at left back. Plays into Mitchy Mollison. But yeah, Zach Harbin's letting know he's in the game early doors. Referee blows up for a free kick. Now you got Mitch Mollison standing over the free kick. Dinks one lovely to the back post, but one of the first names on anybody's team sheet, Taylor Byrne, gets his head on it. You got Callum Hurst who tries to help it on, but it's intercepted there by Titch. Out to that right hand side to Casey Roberts, but it goes out for a throw-in. Ball tossed into Kane. Decent holder play as always, strong on that left foot. Plays it back there to, I believe it's JR. Tries to whip one into the box, but it's scooped up by the keeper. Since covering West Midlands Wanderers last season in the Championship, they are a good set of lads. Most of them are boys that grew up together, so that shows in their football. They are decent in possession and they're comfortable as well on the ball. Now, following how many conversations I've had with their gaffer Charlie G, I just said if they trust the process and they trust each other in this league, they will compete and there'll be a competitive match for anybody. As we get back into the action, ball played over the top into Callum Hurst, but Taylor Byrne just letting him know he's in the game. Free kick to the West Midlands Wanderers boys. Now, one of the left foot funds, standing over this free kick, whips it into Keenan, who helps it on. JR's running behind, puts it in the back of the onion bag. But yeah, Lionel's got that ruler out again. Straight as an arrow. Now, I just clocked who the Lionel is. It's Big Byfield. Yeah, shouldn't expect anything else from him, to be honest with you. Shane tries to play it down the channel. Intercepted, but Shane does pick up the bits. Atz plays it into, I believe that's Cody Mullen. He plays out to this left-hand side. Now, whatever Big Byfield can do to flag offside, George Smith doing a job as a linesman for the West Midlands Wanderers boys can also do. Free kick played out to this left-hand side. Bit over hit. Ash manages to stick a foot in and wins it off Zach Harbin. Mitchy Mollison managed to skip away from Zach, who in all fairness to him is still all over him like a rash. Funds plays it into Ash once again. Ash gets his head up, plays it into Callum Hurst, who managed to swivel on it. Tries to whip it to the back post. Decent defending header there by Casey Roberts, and it goes out for a throw-in. Now Titch plays a ball down this left-hand side. JR looks like he's treading water. Baker wants it a little bit more than him. Decent little flick around JR, but he hits a swivel in a tree. Now Mace plays into the feet of Keown, who gets his head up. Mitchy Mollison drops short, but he's got two men around him. One of them being Atz, managed to nick it off him. Comes away with a ball, drops the shoulder and skips past Keown. Now shot come cross. It's just a shame nobody's on the end of it. When doing the first edit of this video, I had to rewind it about 4 times. This control by Baker, and then the little knock around Ash there is absolute quality. He gets his head up and plays a ball to the back post to Gorman. He tries to get it down to Atz, but defensive lines are cleared in the end by West Midlands Wanderers boys. Now, covering the league as long as I have, and a lot of the teams I do come across, they all say that none of them fancy playing VIP because they do the dirty work and they all put a shift in, chasing down loose balls, and if they can't get to it, they can see the foul and start again, such as this. Zach Harbin sticks his foot in there and is a young lad that's starting to come into his own in this VIP team. Starts the counter-attack and follows the run. Ball played into Baker, into Zach Harbin's feet again, gets his shot away, and it's close. Now, just inside their own half, you got Captain Heno standing over the free kick. Taylor Byrne pulling out to the left-hand side, giving him an option to receive it. Taylor plays it into Baker. Naughty little flick inside. Attenborough gets his shot away. Just drags it wide though. Over on that far side again, Taylor Byrne on the ball. Plays it into Baker. Gives it back to Taylor. Tries to cut it back. Keown gets his foot in though. Mitchy Mollison tries to come away with it. VIP intercepts it and they start again. Taylor Byrne receiving the ball off his keeper, bringing it out, looking for options. Baker makes a lovely run down the channel. Taylor plays it into him, manages to skip round Ash. What a finish. 2-0 to the VIP boys. VIP boys hardly concede the goals, and with Baker playing up top, they're definitely going to score a lot more. Be interesting how the season folds out. Now once again, you got Ats on the ball, gets his shot away, Mace parries it, Gorman on the follow-up, double save by Mace, and scoops up the scraps. As we go back up the other end, free kick to the West Midlands Wanderers boys, headed out of the 6-yard box. Zach Harbin helps it on. Ash tries to keep the ball alive, little nudge in the back, referee's got his whistle out, free kick. And as we are going into the dying embers of this first half, the referee is going to blow his whistle up at any moment, and we're going to go into the half-time break. VIP 2, West Midlands Wanderers 0.
So man, I'm moving dirty, nothing cool about being in the ghetto when you're 30. I was 21, thinking, will I see another birthday? Fuck my enemies, cause they won't show me mercy. You know the roads are hot, so the man, they're moving thirsty. I ain't fucking with these bitches, less their body built like Kirsty. I ain't perfect, but my name is reputation stainless. And a game full of dangers, from the cradle to the grave is. I pray we save our babies, they don't make them like the 80s no more. Fuck it, I'm trying to be the greatest of all. And if I make it, I promise you, I swear down, I'm taking us all. It's not a paid thing, just wait by the door, I'll get us all in. I thought the judge man will FaceTime and FaceTime. A man on all road, even one that worked the daytime. Listening to Romy got me gassed, I got to take 5. I see myself staring through a mask on a late night. Always move correctly everywhere I go to show me love. I'm old now, I done my dirt, I sold a load of drugs. Crazy shit, bitches giving brain to a loaded gun. I've been there, done it, got the t-shirt and a stolen one. And I ain't even finished yet. Look into my eyes and you see the stress. It's been 20 years now, I've been a vet. The game needs me, these rappers, they ain't seen a threat. Cause cash rules everything around me, trying to see the checks. Past the fire like the Rizzler with the drips on. Them Cali nugs from the packs with the zips on. Brown liquor in my glass when I sip strong. No ice, no Sprite, not for this one. I'm sick of all this fake love, homie, and I don't need it. They all telling me they love me, I don't feel it.
Now with them half-time team talks done and dusted, let's get the second half underway then. Ball picked up inside of his own half by Callum Hurst, goes driving at that VIP midfield, skips one tackle, plays out to the right hand side to, I believe that's Ash, gets his head up, plays it back to Adam, gets his ball onto his left foot, whips a decent enough cross into the box. Shane gets a head on it, doesn't really go anywhere, and you got Sam Bristow tucking away the bits, making it 2-1. The first real attack of the second half, and the West Midlands Wanderers boys have got themselves back into the game. Now, it must have been a commentator's curse, because I've said that. Mace plays a short one out, no further than Baker. Keon does enough to stand him up. Baker gets his shot away, but Mace blocks it. That West Midlands Wanderers defence living a charmed life, and as the ball comes straight back into the box, Baker trying to get out of his feet. West Midlands Wanderers boys do just enough to clear their lines. I believe that's Keon that drives one into the middle. Mitchie Mollison picking up the scraps. Charlie G coming deep. Ball eventually tries to be played through to the gap to Ash, but Taylor Byrne intercepts it. Plays one into Cody Mullen, but Callum Hurst is letting know he's in the game. Sitting in the Fieldhouse pub during the pre-season friendly, Callum Hurst did say to me he can't wait to play VIP so he can leave one on his brother. Titch, I think he was true to his word on this one, bro. Clearly no love lost there, Titch. I think he's trying to get you back for all them years you battered him when he was a kid. Anyway, as we get back into the action, you got Ad looking for options, goes for one long over the top to playing Charlie G. It's overhit, so it's scooped up by the keeper. West Midlands Wanderers getting themselves back into the game, trying to play down his right hand side again to Ash. But like I said, he's one of the first names down on anybody's team sheet. Taylor Byrne clearing up the bits. Referee could have flagged for a free kick, but he waves it on. Tay B plays one into the middle of the park, so I believe that's Cody Mullen. Into Ats, plays out to that right hand side to Jack Harben, I believe. Baker makes another run through to the channel, managed to get his shot away first time, and it could have gone anywhere. Ats playing in the pocket, pulling strings as he always does. Managed to skip past the first tackle of Bristow. Plays into Cody Mullen. He plays into Gorman, but decent footing there by Keown. Gorman picks up the bits once again. Cody Mullen tries to get in and around it. I believe that's Baker. That dummies it and leaves it to Ats, who's still trying to turn the screw. Again out to this left hand side, but fair play to Ats, sticks a foot in and it goes out for a throw-in. Now from that resulting throw-in, it's tossed into the box by Taylor Byrne. Baker gets his head on it. Zach Harben stops it from going out of play. Heno tries to keep the ball alive. Baker tries to help it on. Bit of head tennis, but again, May scoops it up in goal. Free kick conceded by Keown, about 35 yards out from goal. I believe that's At standing over it, looking for the runner Tay B, but Callum Hurst is first to it. Mitchie Mollison picks up the scraps, but Casey Roberts doing his defensive duties. Now ball picked up in the middle of the park. Ash drags out to this right hand side. Now this is why I give you a bit of stick, Ash, and I love you to bits, and I call you Ash Traore. You have got all the pace and power. Now if the end product was there, I tell you what, bruv, you'd be a half decent player, but nonetheless, you know I love ya. Now this is what I'm talking about when I say VIP are a doggy team and they chase all the bits. This next segment comes to nothing, but again it just showcases what VIP are all about as a team.
On the floor, man.
Now just in front of the camera, you got Casey Roberts who picks up the ball and goes driving into the middle of the park. Eventually plays the ball into Baker, who I must admit is having fun with it out there at the moment. Looking for an option, and I believe he does try to play it through to Gorman, but Keown does just enough. Casey Roberts gets caught in possession and ends up giving away a foul. Now the competition for the longest throw in the league, we've got Isaac, we've got Dane, and Taylor Burns throwing his hat into the ring. Tosses one in, Baker flicks it on, into Gorman who shoots, goal over the bar, referee gives a goal kick. Now Fonz with that one of the left foot, seeks out Ash on his right hand side. Now fair play to Ash, he shows his pace and his strength here. Managed to cut a decent ball back, but fair play to Heno who's cool, calm and collective. Steps in and cuts it out. His pass wasn't too good though, but just like the VIPs do, back each other up when in danger. Cody Mullen sprays the ball out to this left hand side to Baker, taking on JR. Now I must admit Baker, the feet are tidy, mate. Looks for a decent ball, plays in Gorman, gets his shot away, just drags it wide. 70 minutes into the game at this point, score at 2-1, it could go either way. West Midlands Wanderers seeking an equaliser, ball played out to that left hand side, but I will say what a tackle this is. Great tackle that is by Palmer. Not only that, he keeps the ball alive. Zach Harben picking up the bits. He's got plenty of players in front of him. Tries to play one through the channel again. It's overhit and it's scooped up by Mason goal. Looks like the Lionel's got that ruler out again. Straight as an arrow. Now the game's being stretched at this point. West Midlands Wanderers trying to get the equaliser. They are starting to leave little pockets of space, and with players like Ats on the ball, can definitely capitalise on it. But credit where it's due, West Midlands Wanderers boys are defending their lines, but VIP, being probably the hardest working team in the league, are battling for the second balls and forcing West Midlands Wanderers to play safe and clear their lines. Now, substitution over on that far side. I do believe that's Billy Fagg, who has come on as a substitute for the VIP boys. Whips on into the back post. Bouncing in the 6-yard box, but it is cleared in the end there by Ad, and they've got to start again. Now, VIP going through the gears. Ball out to this left-hand side to Taylor Byrne, making Adam commit. Drives through the middle of the park. Plays the ball through to that right-hand side. Just at a camera shot. I do believe that is Baker that keeps it alive. Manages to whip one into the box. Bounces no further than Billy Fagg, who gets his shot away. Just drags it wide though. Back and forth action from both sets of teams. Players committing themselves forward. But like I said, first name on the team sheet, Taylor Byrne, winning the ball clearly there from Adam. Brings it out and they start again. Now back up the other end. Palmer pulling into the pocket of space. Gets one out of his feet, gets his shot away, drags it just wide. Hardest working team in the league, and this shows why. You got 3 players going after one ball. Cody Mullen sticks his foot in. Taylor Byrne picking up the scraps, lends it into Baker, plays it out to that right hand side. I believe that's Palmer. Gets it out of his feet. Gets his crossing eventually, but fair play to Keown, getting his head on it and clearing his lines. I've said it many a times, if it's not broke, you don't fix it. These long throw-ins were definitely starting to take their toll on the West Midlands Wanderers back line. Taylor Byrne tosses another one into the box. Keown gets a foot on it, but it drops to Billy Fagg, who goes and slaps one in the back of the onion bag. 3-1 to the VIP boys. Now the West Midlands Wanderers boys can feel harshly done by because they were in the game up until that point, but I think the experience of VIP and them digging deep has just carried them over the line. Credit where it's due to the West Midlands Wanderers boys though. They still continue to play football the way they only know how. You got Callum Hurst turning away into JR, back into Bristow, into Callum Hurst once again, looking for the run at Ash down the channel, but Taylor Byrne cuts it out. Baker using his strength, but fair play to Hursty, you gotta love a 50-50. And as we enter the dying end of the second half, another free kick to VIP, whipped into the box. Bristow clears his lines, no further than Cody Mullen. He plays it back into Casey Roberts, I believe that's Billy Fagg, who does just enough to win themselves another throw-in. Free kick to be taken by JR, intercepted there by Taylor Byrne. No further than Callum Hurst, who gets fouled. Referee could play the advantage, but he brings it back. Jamie Smith standing over the free kick, 25 yards out from goal. Decent shot, tipped onto the bar. Now with the referee about to blow his whistle at any moment, VIP are going to open up their account with a 3-1 win over West Midlands Wanderers. I'm Big Fazza, this is Sunday League Settings. Thanks for having me.
I ain't holding on. It just goes.
Now, respect people, myself, Big Fazza, on behalf of Sunday League Settings, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bless up.